very, very funny, very good friend of mine. I've been to his house. We've done all sorts of drugs together. Nelio!
Thank you, sir, ma'am. Love you too. I've been offered more blowjobs than nobody. I only drink bottled water now because I used to hate in grade school when I was a kid. You could put the mouth right on the water fountain. I hate those kids. But you guys don't understand because I went to grade school in Brazil. You know, we didn't have to worry about cooties. We had to worry about hepatitis. Kids were washing their ass in there. I couldn't drink in a water fountain my entire school. I was like a black guy in the 60s. I never got out to march, but I sat in a lot of diners. Nobody knows history. Reggie Bush is here, ladies and gentlemen, tonight. I saw him earlier. You look exactly like Reggie Bush. It's crazy. Except your girlfriend's not white. That's even crazier. But no, she's gorgeous. You are dressed amazingly. I'll never look like that, obviously. Because I'm Brazilian, what? What's the problem there? But yeah, my mom used to always tell me, you can have a big breakfast, and then like a smaller lunch, and then a light dinner, and you'll work out all the calories, so you'll never get fat. Thanks a lot, Mom! That's really working out for me. But it's my fault, because I make like a 5-egg omelet, and eat like 12 strips of bacon, and then I'm supposed to work it off. When you eat 12 strips of bacon, your day consists of digesting 12 strips of bacon. You don't actually do anything. And I don't. I sit around being drunk with Kevin Perry. I loved him in 8 Mile. I love you. But, you know, my mom called me the other day. She's like, I read on the internet that the world might end. Fuck you, internet, for telling my mom about things that are currently happening, because now I have to deal with it. She's starting to go to church. She wants me to build a shelter. And I'm like, when did we start listening to the Mexicans? They don't have their shit together. They've got a drug war that I'm currently funding. They have Taco Bell, which I'm also currently funding. Do they have breakfast at Taco Bell? I alone will make that. No, you know. But seriously, people are just really getting crazy. Let me know when the Germans predict the apocalypse. I'll stop paying my mortgage today. They got their shit together. I'm never leaving my club, you know, going into a perfectly designed, engineered Mexican car. It says Durango in the back, but it wasn't made there. Now, I'm Brazilian, I can say those things. Some people are like, oh shit. But I look too white. I do look too white for South Florida. Which is crazy. My mother is Italian though, that's why I have such fair skin. And I was in Italy recently. That was a great time. And I wanted to go and actually like meet a real and like couple with a real live Italian woman. Like hygiene aside, like a real Italian woman. And everyone I met there was American tourists like me. And so finally the last night I'm in the room, I'm like, I'm gonna couple with a real Roman woman. You know, so I go to the room like without bidets. You know, like everyone has a dirty ass, apparently. And it's a Romney room. So me and my 2 dorm mates from college were walking around Rome, and suddenly this old man comes up out of nowhere. Okay, and he's wearing a bow tie, and he says, "You boys look like you want to have some fun. Follow me." I'm like, yes! Because whenever a mysterious old man tells you to go with him, only great things can happen. So I got my first bicycle, and my first sexual experience. And he takes us into what I think is a bar, but there's no sign. There's these beautiful, real Roman women everywhere. I'm so excited. So I walk up, you know, meet my dorm mates. We're like, fuck this, man. We're gonna score tonight. We're gonna be classy. So I order a White Russian, a classy drink. And I get the bill, and the bill is 150 euros per drink. That's like $900. I didn't really know, but it's a lot of money. My bank account was gone. So I'm just just staring at this and I'm like, oh no. I'm looking at the women, there's no guys there, there's just these women. And I'm like, 150 euros. And the bartender comes up behind me and he's like, which one do you want? Like, all of them! What the fuck are you talking about? I would just go nuts there. And she's like, for one drink, you pay for sex for one girl. But if you want to do something crazy, or anal sex, you need to buy a second drink. So I go and I buy a double vodka and cranberry, and my roommate comes up to me, he's like, hey! He's like, I think this place is a whorehouse. No! That just hit me too, I think. So he's like, we're out of here, we're leaving. We just paid for 3 sexual encounters, and he's like, we're leaving. And he's like, do we look like guys who need to pay for sex? I'm like, yes! I look like I need to pay for sex, you know? So I'm like, fine, leave. 3 for me, none for you. So he's going to leave, you know? And I'm like, all right, this is gonna be great. And then it hit me. Like, I have a hard enough time getting girls to go near my crotch now, before that story hits back and I'm the prostitute guy all of a sudden, you know? You don't want to be the prostitute guy when you're 21 years old, you know? And I'm just like sitting there and I'm like, okay, do I leave? No, I don't go into Walmart, fill up my cart, pay at the register, and leave the merchandise in the store. You don't. But I did leave, because I was so afraid of that story of like, yeah, me and Dan left, and then Nelio bought everyone a round of Irish car bombs and started having sex with every hooker in sight. Guys, thank you so much.
Keep going for Nelio, everybody.